Hi, this is Pixeltests, and welcome to another Excel lesson. This is the second lesson in the pivot table series, so if you haven't checked the first one, make sure you check that before watching this video. But in today's lesson, we're going to be discussing this dataset I have right here. It's the dataset of the Google Play Store, and we're going to be converting this into a table and making a pivot table out of it. So this is a dataset with the information of all the apps on the Google Play Store. It's a bit of an old data set, but I'm sure we can still work with it for the purpose of this lesson. So in the first column, we have the apps and the app names. In the second column, we have the category it belongs to. So if we go over to this filter here, we can see this art and design, auto and vehicles, beauty, dating, gaming, lifestyle, parenting, all of that. Then we have the rating. This is on a scale of 5. So the lowest is 1 and the maximum is 5. Then we have the number of reviews. This download size of the game in megabytes. There's a few kilobytes in here as well. Then the number of installs each game has. Then we have the type of the app, which is whether it's free or paid. And if it's paid, then we have the price in this column. Next, we have the content rating. So is this made for everyone? Is it made for teenagers? Is it only made for kids? Then after that is genre. So you might be wondering how genres is different from category. Genres is just a little broader. It covers like multiple categories. So here we can see there's arcade and action and adventure. Here we can see there's arcade and action and adventure. There's education and action and adventure. There's entertainment and creativity, uh, puzzle and brain games, simulation and pretend play, all of those things. Next, we have the last date that it was updated. After that, we have the current version of the game. So is it in version 1.0? Is it in version 6? Like for this app, for example, Infinite Painter is in version 6. And after that is the Android version that the app was made for. So let's get started by converting this database into a table. So if you remember from our last episode, we can just go to any random cell, go over to insert, and under insert, you can see the third one from the left is the table. So we're going to convert this into a table. You can see that it's automatically selected an entire data set up to cell 10,842, which is the amount of cells that we have for this huge data set. So I'll just hit OK. And now it's been converted into a table.
And remember, if you want to grow your career fast, sign up for our masterclass and course in the description below. It has exclusive and premium content with thousands of other students and professionals. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Now, if you don't know why I'm converting this into a table, and by the way, this is a table, not a pivot table, which is a very important distinction. But if you don't know why I'm converting it into a table, then make sure you check out the last video, which is an intro to pivot tables and why tables in general are so important. But in summary, the two big pros of using a table are that firstly, you can automatically have any reference. Firstly, you can have any cell that has a reference to the table updated automatically. So let's say you have a calculation like the sum of all of the installations. If I added another entry at the bottom of the table, then that will be updated in the calculation. The second big pro is that whatever formula you write in the first cell of a column in the table will get applied to every cell in the column. For example, if I try to make a comparison between the reviews and the installs, so basically per install, how many reviews happen? I can make another column here called, let's say, review percent. And now you can see it's been added to the table. So we can go into this cell and type equal to uh, reviews divided by installs. And now you can see it's been added to every single cell. Now, obviously, if you want to make this a percentage, we'll hold Control Shift down and select this entire column. And we can click on this percent style here. Now we have the percentage of reviews to the number of installs. But you can see, like, if there's a low number of reviews compared to the high number of installs, then it might return 0% because it's in 0 point, etc., etc. So we can also just add some decimal places to the entire thing. And there we go. So now let's convert this table into a pivot table. I'll quickly remove review percent. So now let's convert this data set into a pivot table. Let's go over to insert. And now there are two ways you can do this. You can go to recommended pivot tables or just select a pivot table. So recommended pivot tables doesn't really do a great job in what we would like to do, but let me just show you anyway. So here you can see there's some of installs by category, some of installs by rating, just a few of the questions that you might want to be answered. But these pre-made ones may not be exactly what we need, and there's very few instances where it will be exactly what you need. So the much better option and easier option is just to go over to pivot table and make your own. So let's select pivot table, and here you can see it's saying select a table or range, and this is the name of our table, table one. I can also go over to table design and rename this table, let's say Play Store. And now if I went to insert pivot table, it says table arrange, and now I can just write the name of the table, which is Play Store, and it selects the entire table.
And remember, if you want to grow your career fast, sign up for our masterclass and course in the description below. It has exclusive and premium content with thousands of other students and professionals. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Now you can do it in a new worksheet or an existing work or the existing worksheet, which is this Google Play Store database. To keep things organized and reduce clutter and just make it easy to analyze, I'll go for a new worksheet. So I'll click on new worksheet and click on OK to insert a new worksheet and have a pivot table made based on this Play Store table, which will come here. Now you can see this sheet 2 has been made. On the left here, you can see it's saying to build a report, choose fields from the pivot table fields list. The fields list is this window on the right. Before we get into any of that, let's first rename this sheet. We can call it Play Store Pivot Table. Now we'll basically be working with this pivot table fields window to create our fields list. If you remember, pivot tables are drag and drop tables. So we can just drag and drop any of these items into the 4 areas below to create the table. In case you click this close icon here, you can go anywhere in the pivot table, right click and go to show field list, or you can also go over to the top right over here in pivot table analyze, and the third one from the right, which is fields list. If you click this, the window will show up. So that was a quick introduction to our data set and creating a pivot table from the data set. In the next lesson, we will go in depth onto what each of these fields do and how we can use them to create a table.
And remember, if you want to grow your career fast, sign up for our masterclass and course in the description below. It has exclusive and premium content with thousands of other students and professionals. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.